So, सबसे पहले thank you guys for coming here today so early in the morning and Saqib and I are just here for a day um, for our promotion for Baby Do Die Do. Normally ऐसे होता है कि पिक्चर के पहले लोग प्रमोशन करते हैं और जब रिलीज होने के बाद सब घर पे रहते हैं. So we thought we'll do things slightly differently. Only because it's a very different and an unusual kind of a film. It's a very small film made with a lot of love and we don't have too much budget to sort of promote it or silence. We don't have those kind of marketing spends, but this is just a film that's getting love across the country purely on the basis of word of mouth, which is why we're also over here in the city of joy, Kolkata. We just came from an early morning show from the Forum Mall, and it was about 60-70% full. People didn't know we were going to go there. We just went in, and we would just want to say thank you to these people who had woken up early Sunday to watch our movie, and it was very emotional for us. And today we're going to just spend the day here in Kolkata talking to you guys, interacting with people, going from theater to theater wherever we feel like. Even 10 people are watching the movie just to go and be like, okay, what do you think of our film? And if you like it, please spread the word. Say something?
Nothing, guys. I keep coming back to Kolkata a lot. I have some friends, some family here, but this is the first time I think we've come with a film and and together for the first time. I think this is the first trip
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah, yeah.
and to start the day off with the audiences in the theater, we got 2 minutes delayed, and we were fearing that people would leave. We are going to meet them. They sat through the end credits,
Yeah.
and that's what's heartwarming to just get the kind of love from people everywhere we are going. हम दोनों भाई बहन और हमारा पूरा जो क्रू है पूरे दिन हम बुक माई शो देखते हैं. जहाँ भी हमें लगता है कि 10 लोग भी हैं हमारी पिक्चर देख रहे हैं, हमारा मन करता है कि हम उनसे जाके मिलें. एंड आज तो 70% फुल था यार. शाम को देयर इज अ शो एट क्वेस्ट, that's right now showing about 70% full. So all these signs just tell us that people are watching us, people are liking us, and our strategy is very simple यार. हमें अपने लोगों से मिलना है. हम हम ये पिक्चर बॉम्बे से नहीं प्रमोट करना चाहते थे. हम वहाँ हर जगह जाना चाहते हैं जहाँ लोग हमें देख रहे हैं. And that has brought us to Calcutta. Yes.
No, I think it's such a beautiful city. It's got so much going on, especially as far as, all my favorite things, whether it's literature, food, or cinema. Really? Yeah, absolutely. And I think, this is a city where, such a cinema loving and discerning audience.
Yeah.
So to get love from Kolkata, I think means a lot to us. Especially from like regular people, and I feel like this has been really, really beautiful, and I look forward to spending the whole day over here. I don't know how many of you have seen the film, but please, I would urge you all to watch because, like I keep saying, we don't have too many marketing spends. We don't have crores and crores to spend. We have just put all our hard work, energy, passion into making this movie. And for us, the audiences are our two marketing, geniuses, strengths, everything.
This is a people's film, यार. Like Huma said, no marketing budget, but I feel like जनता से बड़ा marketing budget कुछ नहीं होता है. People like your film, they resonate with it, then the word of mouth survives and stays, and it'll help us grow. And we've been just hearing just such lovely things. I don't think मेरा phone पिछले 5 साल में इतना बजा है जितना पिछले हफ्ते भर में बज रहा है. So that's a good sign, I think. But fingers crossed.
And also such a well-reviewed film. I don't think I have in my career, I know I've done a lot of amazing performances, Sakib has
खुद ही अपनी तारीफ.
no, but I really feel this film, the film has, I don't think has ever got such reviews from such a vast, touchwood cross section of like reviewers and people, and I think that really is quite astounding. Like we were quite amazed as well. It's a very, very beautiful film. I wish our director was here as well. His name is Nachiket Saman. He's made a bunch of films. He's worked with both Sakib and I
Yeah.
on separate projects. And this is a film that, I mean, I don't know, Baby Do Die Do. So my character in the film, her name is Baby Karmarkar. So Kar Mar Kar, Do Die Do. So a lot of people make that little fumble in the beginning, but by the end of it, when they see the film, then they never forget it. And I think that's what we're going for. And I wish he was here to see this, this
No,
episode.
but he's holding fort in Pune. So like I said, we have a small team. हमारे जितने actors हैं, सबको मैंने ड्यूटी पे लगाया हुआ है. The goal is to just meet people.
Yeah.
Because
One is in Jaipur.
one is in Jaipur, one is in Banaras. We are here. The directors in Pune. So just because we make film for the audiences, and usually what Huma was saying कि आप picture release करते हैं और फिर आप हॉलीडे पे चले जाते हैं या घर में आराम से बैठ जाते हैं कि आपका काम हो गया है। आई फील लाइक हमारा मार्केटिंग कैंपेन थोड़ा अलग है। वी मे हैव नॉट क्रिएटेड अ लॉट ऑफ नॉइज प्री रिलीज, बट पोस्ट रिलीज वी वांट टू go to every city that there is in this country. Like I said, even one person's watching it, we want to go meet that person and want to know what he thinks or she thinks about the film.
Man, I have a single question for you.
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
First question is really like your character is quite layered about the movie.
Hmm.
So, what is the most interesting point according to you about your character? And you have got brawl into a scene into the brawl. Have you gone through some kind of I'm not getting the correct word to explain martial art choreograph or something like that? And my question to Shakil is
बचपन से मुझे मार रही है यार वो मार्शल आर्टिस्ट बचपन से नो सॉरी से
No, absolutely. I think it's a very, very layered character. I dislike immensely the caricaturist or the unidimensional portrayal of women in cinema. I feel, women are far more complex and nuanced in life, and we don't often have, good representations of them in popular culture. And my whole career, if you look at it, has been trying to find those makers and find those directors and to find those scripts in which I get to play living, breathing, three-dimensional women. I feel a woman cannot just be an accessory to a man's journey. She can't just be the vamp or the victim. There's so much more that we have to offer. And I'm so grateful to this entire team, mostly of boys who are also like feminists and champions in that sense, and they understand what we all are trying to do. And I feel so, so proud that I get to be the face of a project like this because, I feel this is just the kind of popular commercial cinema I want to be part of. I want to endorse. It's mainstream, it's fun, it's accessible. It's unique. Everybody from our generation to my mother's generation to my grandmother, everyone will enjoy it. However, even in popular mainstream, it does not let go of certain things the way we see the world. Or for example, for example, the protagonist, she cannot speak or hear. And I think that's kind of interesting because, women are often silenced in our cultures or are expected to be silent.
kind of metaphor.
It's kind of like a metaphor, but again, we don't have to make a documentary about it. We can put those and instill those ideas in mainstream cinema as well. It can't just be this or that. Like I find as an actress, like constantly drawn to like popular culture stories which have a little bit more. She cannot speak, she cannot hear. She there's a revenge graph for those of you who have not seen the film. I don't want to spoil it for you, but she doesn't wait for somebody else to come and take revenge on her behalf. Which is often the case in a lot of popular things. कि सब कुछ हो जाएगा, then one savior will come because now she can't really. I see all the girls are nodding away, and it's also quirky. It's also fun. She has a gun, but it's hidden in a red umbrella. There's a sister angle, and I think these are all like just fun, pulpy things as well. Like we had a screening in Delhi the other day, and we had Dr. Rashmi. She works with women and child welfare, and I was we were discussing about hosting a screening, and she said, "What is the issue in your film?" And I said, "Why should there only be an issue?" As women, we are not the only torchbearers. It has to be an issue-based film. Why can't we just make a fun film?
why can't girls have fun and
Exactly.
kick ass and be the heroes that they rightfully deserve to be?
Yeah.
I feel like all my heroes growing up have been women.
Mm.
And suddenly, when you see portrayal in movies,
Yeah.
they kind of not get the main part suddenly.
Mhm.
So we don't see it like that. We thought this story needed to be told. This was a story about a girl who who can't speak, but her silence is not a drawback. It's a superpower. It's a strength that. So that's how we took it, and we had a, like Uma said, sure, these are the layers we have, but they are there in the film for people to see. What we intended to do was to make a fun film, a film that you watch, enjoy, go tell your friends that you saw something really cool. And ये थोड़ा ना कॉन्सेप्ट निकालना पड़ेगा यार को कि ये फीमेल सेंट्रिक पिक्चर है। जब किसी हीरो की पिक्चर आती है मेल हीरो की, तो हम बोलते हैं क्या मेल सेंट्रिक पिक्चर है? नहीं बोलते ना, हम बोलते हैं पिक्चर है। पिक्चर अच्छी होती है, बुरी होती है, और हमें उसको वैसे जज करना चाहिए। And I feel the endeavor was to make a fun, real, original film. And I hope and I feel That's what we've created. The reviews tell us that when we meet people, that's what we've been hearing. So it's really exciting times for us here as the Salim siblings. We have reached Kolkata, and now the city of joy is giving us a lot of joy.
Yeah, this is the takeaway for the audience who haven't watched.
Yes,
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 absolutely. Absolutely.
yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
No, what kind of homework you have to do to portray your character? If you are asked to portray your character in three words, what is do the three words to portray the
Well, a lot of prep, of course. So one is, of course, people think that not being able to talk would be tough, but actually not being able to hear was tougher because people are saying whatever to you in a scene, and I'm not supposed to respond at all. Had to learn sign language. So there was Mr. Tushar who was there on set who helped me. We went to like a special school for kids with, hearing, and speaking disabilities. So all of those things, one sort of exposed oneself to, which was very, very exciting and challenging, and had to find a new grammar because we didn't want it to be because only two people who understand sign language would be able to understand what's happening in the film. So all the sign language had to be more universal. So if I'm saying something to you, you'll understand it, despite the fact that you because maybe Karmakar also operates in the world where everybody can speak and hear. She's the only one who can't. So one had to make those things quite universal in that sense. But no, I think this has been one of the most challenging characters and roles of my life, my career. And, I think sometimes being able to speak or do different accents, which I consider be my strength, like I've done Gujarati, Haryanvi, Bihari, all sorts of characters, and I'm able to pull them off. But not being able to speak at all, I think is the toughest thing as an actor I've had to do.
after Double XL, probably one of the most toughest characters I've done. What do you think of it?
I like to pick them in an interesting way. I feel as an actor, if you're repeating yourself or I'm doing similar parts, then I get very bored very easily. So I like to go in a completely off direction. From a double XL, I'll want to do a Monica. From a Monica, I'll want to do a Tarla. From a Tarla, I'll want to do a baby. I want to explore the whole gamut of what it is that I can portray.
The whole idea was to umbrella as a people.
Oh, that I have to give the credit to the captain of the ship, that is Nachiket Samant, the director. This was some other script we had acquired about 4 years ago, and then when we wanted to work on it, then we thought that it needed a bit of a rewrite. So when I read the script post the rewrite, there was this cool red umbrella with a gun inside, and I found that idea very fascinating because as a character, Baby is a character that she blends in the Bombay crowd, right? And she has to, her weapon has to be something that can be in plain sight, but nobody knows that that's a weapon. And in a city like Mumbai, which is raining about 6, 8 months a year, the umbrella is the most, matlab, a thing that nobody would ever think that this could be a gun. So it came from him, and all the props to him for that.
And what about your character? This would answer one.
Alpha Q.
So, yes, Alpha Q.
Yeah.
So that was a very, we wanted somebody else to do it.
Why?
Because I felt like it, I just wanted like somebody else to be thought about
We thought
it.
about a bunch of names.
Bunch of
Like,
people, we spoke to a bunch of people, and if you've seen the film, it is a song that's pushing a lot of boundaries. And whenever we would go to somebody, they would always be like, "Oh, is this a bit much?" Or "I don't know, I'm not really sure." आजा आजा रख दे मैं वापस जवाब दूँ ऐसे डांटो मत यार थैंक यू
this is yours. Thank
Oh,
you.
ma'am. So after having spoken to a couple of actors, everybody was excited about the thought, but they felt like it was really pushing the envelope. And then me, Huma, Nachiket, we all got down. And I asked Nachiket, and I'm like, sir, there has to be somebody in this world now who will not have a problem and who will be okay to push. He's like, yes, sir, there is. I'm like, who? He's like, you. So I'm like, are you sure? And and that's how I got on board. And we like, okay, let's do this and let's make this really fun. And we will figure it out on the edit if it's a bit much or if it's a bit less. But it was a decision we took in 2024. It's taken us 4 years to make this film, right, and bring it to you guys. So the journey has been very long. मैं तो भूल गया था अब वो वैसी बॉडी भी नहीं रही मेरी एक साल अभी वापस मेहनत करनी पड़ेगी मुझे but it's something that again, all the credit to Nachiket. He's written the song. And then we got a friend choreographer, Adil Sheikh, and we said, let's go, sir, let's push, let's make a new Bhag DK Bose. Let's bring that vibe back into cinema, that quirkiness back into cinema, that sort of wordplay back into cinema. And that's how Alpha Q was born.
I
Yeah.
think Saqib in that sense, and I'm not praising him because he's sitting as my brother. I think he's one of the most uninhibited actors that I've ever come across. You know, and I feel it takes a lot of like, what is the word for it? Like self composure and reliance on who you are to be able to like pull off something like this. I don't think anybody has had so much fun with the song
I
in a
haven't
long
seen a
time.
male item
No.
song in a really long time.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
we saw it from that lens. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay, we've had female item songs where we are so used to, as a society, we see women being objectified. And I'm like, okay, let's change the gaze on it a little. Why can't a guy be objectified, and why can't we have an item song like that?
Is it a kind of protest? Like, it's an answer back to the society.
It's not a protest, but I think it's about pushing boundaries, right?
It's about pushing boundaries. It's about saying that
Oh, sorry, I forgot we're in Kolkata. We love protest.
it's not a protest, but it's a declaration to not care about the world and be yourself and express yourself, and you could be anybody. And it's I shouldn't have a problem with who you are. I should be accepting and open about it. And it's just a mode of self-expression. To all the alphas in the world, it is like, okay, you don't need to be that kind of an alpha. You can be your kind of an alpha, and that's how alpha cues are. Anybody else? Hi. Are we done? Ma'am, you were asking me something नीचे. हाँ पूछो ना फिर शर्मा क्यों रहे हो? Okay. What is who said this?
Your face is your ticket.
Where is it on the poster? मुझे पता ही नहीं है. मैंने पोस्टर बनाया है. ये किधर लिखी है लाइन मैम?
Your face is your ticket.
ऐसे मैं फ्री टिकट नहीं बांट रहा हूँ मैम.
Anyway, when we can see brother and sister in Bengali movie, is there any
Oh,
chance?
love.
I'd love to work here. I have so many friends
Everyone
here.
is the same.
Yes, I would love to all the filmmakers here.
Yeah.
In fact, Huma would love to work here.
The budget would be a mess.
I don't think, yeah, budget is not.
We are passion-driven people, yeah. We are passion-driven people. We've made this film not with money, but with passion and blood and sweat. And we understand cinema, and we want to support films that are being unique and saying something unique. So if there is something that comes out of Bengal, and I have lots of friends here, Jishuda, Saurabh, all a lot of us play cricket together, and I always keep saying, I'm like, बुलाओ यार, कभी काम करने, आप आते हो जिशुदा हिंदी में, हम इतना अच्छा काम करते हैं, आप भी बुलाओ हमें. So yes, fully open and wanting to work here or wherever else there is some exciting original story being told.
I feel like, you know how you have the concept Adda,
Yeah.
where friends sit and do Adda.
Yes.
This film has also come from that whole tradition of Adda. Like literally everyone who's worked on this film, we all are friends. We all have known each other for such a long time and we all support each other. There are lots of new people, hence when you see the film, that you probably have not seen before, but they're just so talented. And the idea is for us, whether it's Kolkata, whether it's, you know, rest of the country, we want to collaborate with just interesting minds. You know, and I think wherever that journey takes us. So that leads us to like, you know, working with different actors in our production, 100%. If that means a collaboration here or any other part of the country, absolutely. I think the idea is to find interesting stories that move people, that touch people in some way, and we are constantly on the quest for that.
वैसे आज क्या करते हैं आपके पास क्या क्या खाना ट्राई
कुछ भी नहीं खाया
अभी तक खाने का दिया आप लोगों ने यार.
I haven't eaten breakfast and I haven't eaten lunch because we landed.
And straight went to
Yeah.
the theater visit.
खाने ज्यादा क्या 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 खाना पसंद करते हो क्या क्या बेंगाली क्विज़िन
I so want to eat
मैं तो पूछ के खाना चाहता हूँ.
aloo posto rice, and I want to have that dal with that fish head in it with this rice. That's it. वो क्या बोलते हैं उसको?
किसकी कौन सी? मुझे यहाँ के लोग पसंद है. More importantly because इनफैक्ट मेरी लाइफ का पहला बेस्ट फ्रेंड जो था वो कोलकाता का था, अर्जुन चक्रवर्ती. एंड I've heard his mom scream at him in Bengali all my years growing up. So I think the people here are lovely. The food, of course, all the non-vegetarian food and all the rich, greasy food we get here is just delicious. We've grown up on
Yeah.
Indian Mughlai food back at home, but Calcutta also brings out some unique and different flavors. So looking forward, you guys have any recommendations? Where should we be going, eating? आप बताइए, what should we be eating here? अरे घास फूस भी अच्छी होती है, वेजिटेरियन खा लेंगे, आप बताइए.
मुझे एक्चुअली कोलकाता के लोग बहुत पसंद है. आई लव हाउ everyone here is very expressive. So I don't speak Bangla, but whenever two Bengalis are talking, I am able to follow what they're saying. It's just because of how they are, right? They're very expressive with and I really like that. And they're really passionate people. They do everything with a certain sort of passion, and I really like that because I'm a little bit like that as well.
Like
So I feel like
I'll give you an example. The head of marketing in our team is a Bengali girl standing right here, Chhandri. And so I'm throughout the day, even though we don't speak Bangla, we are hearing Bangla all the time because either she is speaking to her
she's only
mother,
saying backwards.
maybe I don't know.